Lauri Baker, the Gandhi of Architecture. Chapter 1. Initial Life. Lauri Baker, the youngest son of a chief accountant in Birmingham, graduated in architecture from Birmingham Institute of Art and Design in 1937. During the World War II, he was serving for naval casualties in England before being sent to China as an anesthetist with a surgical team dealing with civilian casualties from China-Japan War, and later assisting patients with Hansen's disease, better known as leprosy. Chapter 2. Meeting with Mahatma Gandhi. Baker suffered from the effects of war and was sent back to England in 1943 to recover. But while he waited for a boat in Bombay, fate intervened to postpone his departure by around 3 months. He lodged with a Quaker acquaintance who was Mahatma Gandhi's close buddy at the time. As a result, Baker frequently started attending Gandhiji's speeches and gatherings, and the two soon became friends. This was happening during the Gandhi-Jinnah negotiations, and the Quit India agitation had peaked. Because of the widespread hostility towards the Raj and all Westerners, Baker was first deterred from returning to India, even though he felt the desire to settle and work. This meeting with Mahatma Gandhi would later on impact his design style. Chapter 3. Return to India. Eventually, Baker moved to India in 1945, working on leprosy center buildings from Faizabad, Uttar Pradesh. He found the missionary lifestyle too luxurious and chose to stay with Indian doctor P.J. Chandy, where he met his wife Elizabeth Jacob, who was Chandy's sister. They shared common beliefs and decided to marry, but faced family resistance, delaying their marriage until 1948. The Bakers built a home and a hospital in Pittorgarh, living there for 16 years before relocating to Kerala in 1963 and later to Trivandrum. Laurie Baker officially became an Indian citizen in 1988. Chapter 4. Architectural Philosophy and Style. Baker, while in Pittorgarh, realized that his English construction education was insufficient for local challenges, including termites and the Great Monsoon. He learned that the only effective solutions were rooted in vernacular architecture and techniques suited for the local environment. Baker adopted craftsmanship, traditional techniques, and materials, but then combined it with modern design principles. This prudent adoption of modern technology helped local architecture retain its cultural identity and kept the cost low by using local materials. It also revived the local economy due to the use of local labor for both constructing of materials. Chapter 5. Architectural elements in his design. Number 1. The rat trap bond. Baker used rat trap bond in 1970s and prominently used it across all of his projects. But what is rat trap bond? In rat trap masonry, bricks are positioned vertically so that the 110 mm face is seen from the front elevation instead of the traditional horizontal alignment. This forms an internal cavity which reduces material by 30% and shrinking the overall construction cost. Number 2. Filler slabs. We know that the concrete can resist compression but is weak in tension. In an RCC slab, concrete is required in its top half. However, it is structurally not required in the bottom part. So the concrete in this position of slab can be replaced by low-cost lightweight material like mangrove tiles or clay or pots. Filler slabs were employed by replacing this purposeless concrete by filler material, thus reducing the weight of the slab and hence the cost of it. Number 3. Brick jolly. This technique, adopted by Lauri Baker, allows the free flow of natural air into the interiors, thus efficiently regulating the temperature. During the day, the perforations create intricate patterns of lights and shadow. Number 4. Arches and domes. You can see arches and domes widely used in Baker. But why did Baker use arches and domes excessively in his project? Building materials like stone, cast iron, and concrete excel under compression forces, but struggle against tensile shear or torsional forces. Baker has revived an ancient strategy that revolves all forces into compressive ones. Arches and dome structures eliminate tensile stresses due to their shape, offering significant structural strength and the ability to span for large opening without additional support. Number 5. Terracotta roofing and flooring. Baker introduced red tiles made from hard laterite clay for flooring and roofing in Kerala, particularly in kitchens and bathrooms. The flooring process involves preparing a bed with broken brick bats to reduce brick usage and overall cost. A mortar layer is applied on the bed, followed by clean terracotta tiles, which are visually attractive and require minimal maintenance. The flooring designs allows electric wiring to pass through without any obstruction. Terracotta roofing and flooring offer natural ventilation and effective rainwater drainage, making them eco-friendly, affordable, durable in the heavily rainfall regions. The 6. His prominent projects. Number 1. Indian Coffee House, located in Thiruvananthapuram Center. Lauri Baker's design of Indian Coffee House utilizes minimal space effectively. Features include jolly-lit cylindrical volume and a spiral ramp for easy accessibility. The architectural design contributes to unique dining experience. Number 2. The Hamlet, Baker's residence. Baker began developing Hamlet as a solitary wooden hut housing a library of medical books and a study. Over time, he constructed more permanent structures like the kitchen with traditional brick and tiles to accommodate his family's need for living and working space. The house served the family for over a decade, during which they primarily dined in the kitchen and even electrical wire remained exposed. The site was an uneven trapezium of rocks and bushes that Baker gradually transformed into a landscaped area with grass, shrubs, and coconut trees, preserving natural walks and trees. He built the house on half an acre from the bishop, positioned to overlook a long line of hills. Baker's house is filled with elements that reflect his philosophy, like cast iron bars and with ethnic patterns, serpentine stairway, low veranda, and an open terrace connected to the water body. The walls are adorned with broken pottery and glass. Arches are prominently featured, reflecting Baker's preference for his design element. The house is topped with a pitch roof made of mangrove tiles. Number 3. Center for Development Studies. The Center for Development Studies features blocks surrounding pocket courtyards reflecting the structure's extension. Pools filled with water help regulate the microclimate throughout using evaporative cooling. The uniquely designed roofs with openings serve as Baker's interpretation of gables, aligning with the wind direction to enhance spatial transformation. Baker has intentionally omitted a front gateway, creating a straightforward structure that symbolizes the research focus of the space.